Barry, did you like where you were after 40? I mean, I know it was kind of the 1 minute there that turned it around in the third, but were you happy with the way you were kind of keeping the events low?
I think so. You knew they were coming out hard at us. They're a big, heavy team. A little different than yesterday. I thought we were a little bit on our heels, but that's two good teams going at it. They got a little momentum off that first goal, and they got a power play goal. But you look at the last two goals, we put them in our net. I mean, that's sometimes that happens. We hit two crossbars, so you just you understand how heavy the game was going to be, and you have to battle for your inches, and you have to stay in your stay composed, and they found a way. They got good pedigree over there, and they got a dynamite power play. So we just we missed one assignment and ended up in the back of our net.
I know you don't want to make excuses. Do you attribute the emotions of last night to anything that
No, I
happened
think our guys are pretty good. I don't think there was any mental letdown, not at all. If anything, there was some maybe a little bit of physical from last night, something more physical, where you might be a little more tired. But we haven't used that as an excuse. It wasn't. We played a very good team. They found a way to bury a couple chances. We found a way to bury a chance on our own net. So it's a 2-1 game. We put one in our own net. So we just got to find a way to get that other one. So let me get one more. I've got another shot at it at the end of the year here.
You had said yesterday, you'd gotten back to Islander hockey, basically.
What's this?
Yesterday you had talked about getting back to Island. Does tonight's game give you a better feeling that the consistency you want is back, or more that you still need to battle to get back to that consistency?
I think the way we play, I thought it starts with, number one, it starts with effort and the details. I think for the most part we did a pretty good job. I mean, they're a pretty dynamic team. They came in here, chasing us, and we still have a game in hand. Our focus has to be just the next game, and if it comes down to the last game of the season for placing, then it is what it is. That'll be great. It'll be a situation where you're getting ready for playoffs, and it might be a playoff game. So,
Martin was upper body day to day.
Yeah, Marty was an upper body, and Ladder was a healthy scratch, and it wasn't based on play. It was just I've seen been around a little bit for a few years, seeing guys come back from long injuries, and then we're asking a player to try to play 3 games in 2.5 days. Or I don't think that's the best scenario for someone. So I put Tommy in there. Tommy came up with a real good goal. It was a real smart play. He didn't touch the puck until Leo sort of checked up, and Tommy did a good job. But I expect Ladder to be in on Sunday.
With Beauvillier, he had that chance there with 12 minutes left and then got the penalty. But it's his 200th game. Where do you think he is in his development?
Who's this?
Beauvillier. Where do you think he is in his development?
Well, I think he's just he's a young player that is still looking for that day in and day out game. As young players and pros, when it's not going their way, he can get a little frustrated because of youth and maybe a little inexperience, and he's played a lot of games. But at the same time, being put in higher roles and being consistent and all that, I think when he uses his speed. And he's getting pucks, and he's using his speed in every area of the game. If it's his speed to escape a D sort of shortening on him, or through the neutral zone using his speed to give and go and get it back, or to get on the forecheck like he did last night. And you got his biggest asset is he's got some speed, and he's got some good hockey instincts offensively. And when he's doing that, he's a really solid player.
Barry, you've got Hickey sitting out. You've got 7 D that are ready to go. Do you have any?
8.
8. You have 9 actually with sides. With all those extra guys, do you have any inclination to start, if there's bumps and bruises, to start resting guys, or is it too soon to really think about that?
Number one thing is we've got to go with the lineup we think that will give us the best chance to win every night until we get to where we want to get to, and that's into the postseason. So we're not there. everybody's in, and if someone gets nicked up, we've got other guys that'll have to step up and do that. That's been sort of the key. I mean, you look at guys like Hicks and Latter have been gone for a long time, and our defense sort of solidified with Hicks. I think for the most part, when he was gone, it's sort of those pairs seemed to work for us, and so he's got a battle to get back in. That's sort of sometimes the nature of the beast, unfortunately, but. All the assets we have back there, we can take a couple hits. Toronto took a couple hits on their back end, and they're playing guys that haven't played a lot. So we've got pretty good experience. We're pretty deep, so that should give us a chance every night. Unfortunately, we just didn't bury chances of it. We hit a couple crossbars there. We bury that, we maybe get a point or two out of this one.